Hello there, everyone. How are you doing? I am doing very good today, and there's a reason why I'm doing good, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. You see, today I found out that because of coronavirus, I cannot go to the elementary school sports day. I can't go to my oldest daughter's sports day. Now, I love my daughter. I love her so much. I love doing sports with my daughter, but I do not love sports days. I don't love them. I don't even like sports days. You see, I think sports days are boring. I think sports days are so boring. When I go to sports days, I feel bored. When I go, I feel bored. You see, at a sports day, you go, there's a song, my daughter runs for about 20 seconds, then I sit and I wait for 3 hours, and then my daughter runs 20 more seconds, then there's a 2-hour lunch break, and then I wait 2 hours, and then she does something at the very end, and I've seen my daughter participating from a very far distance away for maybe 1 minute total, and it took me maybe 9 hours of sitting in the hot sun bored. Sports days are boring, and I am happy I don't have to go. So, if I say I am bored, or if I say I am boring, those mean very, very different things. If I say I'm bored, it means something is happening around me, or maybe something is not happening, and so I feel not interested in what's going on. But if I say I am boring, well, that means I'm not an interesting person. Maybe you are bored because I'm boring. You feel bored because I'm a boring person. So it's a feeling versus the cause of the feeling. So this week I want to talk a little bit about that ed and ing when you add them to verbs to turn them into adjectives. Now, I know that's a little bit confusing, but it's going to be okay. For some of you, this is probably going to be a review, and for some of you, it's going to take some work, but I think that for everyone, it's going to be a really good chance to practice. Now, I know it sounds a little bit confusing, but let me explain it just a little bit. So we have the suffix ed and ing, and we can add those to verbs to make adjectives. When you add the ed onto a word, you are talking about a feeling. So I feel bored. But if you add the ing, you are describing something or giving an opinion. So sports days are boring. Now, the ed, that's for feelings. So that can really only ever be applied to people or animals. I feel something, he feels something, she feels something, the dog feels something. But of course, the table can't feel anything. But the ing suffix, that's describing something or giving an opinion, so that could be anything. It could be for people or animals, but it could also be a thing or a situation. It could be places or ideas. So I feel bored, but sports day is boring. The teacher is boring. Osaka is boring. The ing is what causes the ed. Sports day is boring, so I am bored. It's the reason or the cause. The movie was boring. So, I was bored. So, boring is describing or giving my feeling about the movie, and bored is how I feel. Boring is causing bored. The movie was interesting. So, I was interested. Interesting, so I was interested. The movie was boring. I felt bored. The onsen was relaxing. I feel relaxed. This party is exciting. I am excited. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you. I hope things are feeling a little bit more clear for you now. So let's have a quick look at your worksheet. Are you bored or boring? Complete with the correct adjective form of the given verb. So you're basically just going to add the ed or the ing. Look at number 1. The last concert I saw was so nanny, I fell asleep. And it might be so bored or so boring. All you need to do is write the correct form in the blank. Now I know that for some of you, this isn't going to be very difficult, and that's okay. I put some kind of new and unique words in the worksheet, so take out your dictionary. As you do each number, please just check the meaning of some of those words, and it'll be a good review for your grammar, but you're also going to learn some new vocabulary words, I think. Then if you look down at the bottom, we have your discussion question, and all that is I want you to tell me about a time when you were really, really bored. Something was boring, so you felt bored. And I told you, for me, I find that sports days are really, really boring. But what about you? What do you find boring? All right, so we're going to talk about that when we have our Zoom meeting. Zoom meetings, same times as always. Listen, you guys are doing well. I enjoy talking to the ones of you who are joining. Some of you haven't been joining lately. I hope I can see you back in our Zoom meetings soon. Guys, have a good week. I hope you all have fun this weekend. I hope you have a safe weekend, and I'm looking forward to talking to you. Bye-bye.